Greetings and salutations to the awakened and those asleep. I hope everyone is deciding to make it another wonderful day and at least make the day 1% better than yesterday. Be mindful of your thoughts, align your actions to be an expression of self love and love for your fellow human. I hope some of you are at least starting to question your programming. The message in this video is about the 6 different types of narcissists that exist in today's world. This for awareness to educate the humans of this era that these types of people do exist, and sometimes we might even fit into these categories ourselves. What is important is that we become self-aware of such things and make the necessary corrections to ensure that we do not become energy vampires that exist to manipulate and hurt others on purpose. Again, some humans do not even realize they exhibit narcissistic traits unless you really take some time to look within and self-reflect on past actions, triggers, traumas, attitudes, and resolve to avoid such toxic traits by being mindful of your thoughts, words, and actions. I love you all. To me, there's nothing wrong with any personality unless you choose to hurt other human beings for the benefit of your own ego, then it becomes very, very wrong. Once you experience a Darvo attack wherein someone denies, attacks, reverses victim and offender when confronted about anything, run for the hills. Leave that situation with love and do not look back. Understand that the Darvo standard is the blueprint for all narcissists, and it often starts with gaslighting. Again, if any human tries to lie to you so that you question your own memories or the very reality that you were a witness to, please, Lord, Father God, leave that situation as soon as possible. Praise the universe for allowing you to recognize what the situation is for exactly what it is. Do not make the mistake of succumbing to the gaslighting of narcissists wherein you end up gaslighting yourself. Okay? Becoming an energy vampire takes time. It is through the habitual act of seeking to manipulate others for the energy they receive when doing the most to be the center of attention in one-on-one or group settings. The narcissist does indeed evolve into the energy vampire. Even with energy vampires, there is duality within this special group of humans that learn to manipulate energy. Some energy vampires absorb the energy of only evil human beings. Most energy vampires do not discriminate and absorb energy from everyone, which is quite malicious and evil. The more innocent energy vampire does this passively. The malicious energy vampire will do this through cunning, mental manipulation, emotional torture, and sometimes through physical pain as well. Again, there are light and dark energy vampires, but energy vampires that are of the true light are quite rare. The opposite of an energy vampire is the empath. Both the narc and empath develop energy projection skills as a coping mechanism from childhood trauma. The empath is often seen as a crybaby at an early age. The one at a very young age sometimes cries when there are too many people, or when someone else gets hurt, or when they see someone gets hurt in TV. This is the passive physical reaction that happens to an unaware empath due to them feeling the emotional pain of the people around them, or in some scenarios, the community, or even the world. The empath and the narcissist are both energy readers and channelers of life force energy. The empath passively radiates their auric field or life force energy outward to sense other humans' intentions, while the narcissist does the opposite and has to get the attention of others through drama, public bragging, clout chasing, or literally telling people to look at me, listen to me, blah blah blah. Malicious, evil energy vampires are aware of their own evil and do not like to be in public with their own energy. They will work tirelessly to look for an empath, earth angel, or good person to siphon energy from so they can cloak themselves in that person's energy to pretend to be a good person. The master energy vampire will watch countless videos of the person they want to emulate, copycat, or embody and attempt to siphon energy from these videos to cloak themselves in. If you feel yourself being drained or getting sleepy after encountering some people, please observe your interactions in those moments of time to discern who is the energy vampire and just avoid such people if possible. Keep in mind, all evil narcissist energy vampires make it a point to cloak themselves in other people's energy because they know the evil acts they do behind closed doors is not accepted by the majority of society who they crave love and energy from. So they will lie through their teeth to get this external validation from others so they can steal their energy and create lists of new targets. Apparently, there are 5 main types of narcissists. First, we have the overt narcissist. Overt narcissists are the most common type. They are typically very confident, outgoing, and charming. They often have a strong sense of entitlement and believe that they are special or unique. They may also be demanding, arrogant, and manipulative. These are the people that sometimes fall into the Class A type personality. There is nothing wrong with being confident or outgoing. These are actually very admirable traits to have in most people. It only becomes detrimental if you put others down just to feel better or confident about yourself. That is not confidence, that is crab mentality at its finest. These people are often too cowardly to fight their own battles. They often like to drop names of other people to intimidate others. The overt narc also loves to rally people or instigate gang stalking to target the object of their jealousy or hate. The second type is the covert narcissist. Covert narcissists are less obvious than overt narcissists. They may appear shy, insecure, or self-deprecating. However, they often have a deep sense of superiority and entitlement. They may be passive-aggressive, resentful, and envious. The mask of shyness or vulnerability is all to attract potential valiant knights in shining armor who they can take life, love, time, emotions, finances, life force, energy from. This is where the term wolf in sheep's clothing comes from. More accurately, a rabid dog in sheep's clothing for some narcs. These narcissists like to put themselves down in order to manipulate others. They might seem to act meek or kind, but understand that is exactly what it is, an act. Most narcissists are real-life actors playing a part. They have no authenticity in their interpersonal interactions and are usually fake to the core. The covert narc is particularly dangerous because they only act a certain way behind closed doors, away from the observant eyes of the general public. So be aware of the sudden change in a person's personality when dealing with new people. The first sign of any emotional or mental abuse, please do yourself a favor and run for the hills. They will do the most to get sympathy or affection from others. They also like to be the focus of the group and are great at telling sob stories to others in a group setting. The covert narcissist loves to shift blame onto others and play victim. It is one of their favorite things to do so that they can siphon large amounts of life force energy from others. They also use this opportunity to take note of the people that give them extra attention to target or manipulate when they need a quick fix of life force energy. This especially works to people that are unaware of energy manipulation. These are the pick-me and the poor little old me energies, but are often quite evil to the core. The third type is the vulnerable narcissist. Vulnerable narcissists are the most sensitive type. They are often insecure and easily hurt. They may be hypersensitive to criticism and rejection. They may also be needy, clingy, and demanding. This type of narcissist is also particularly dangerous because of their vindictive nature. If you offend them in any way, the narc will take mental note of that, then will work tirelessly to make you and your loved ones pay for a simple misunderstanding or for simply telling them the harsh truth of a situation. They have no qualms with targeting anyone, even innocent children that offend them. I witnessed this firsthand when my then 6-year-old daughter said an insensitive thing out loud and my evil narc ex made sure to make her pay. They have no problems inflicting trauma to anyone and spread it around like candy. Just because it was done to them as children, they make it their life's mission to inflict that same trauma magnified many times over onto others. It actually gives their dark heart joy and happiness to be the cause of a permanent scar in the soul of other humans. My biggest regret is being blind to the trauma my children were suffering through while I was under the multiple spells of that evil relationship. They used the love my children had for me against them. I wish I left that relationship even before she decided to inflict trauma onto my children. I made the mistake of ignoring my intuition when she took her revenge on my daughter. I confronted her about my intuition, about the situation, but she just thoroughly gaslighted the whole thing. I had to learn to forgive myself for putting my children in danger by being stupid enough to trust an evil narcissist. I share this with you so that you are very aware or become aware of these types of people. They might seem sweet, needy, or clingy on the outside, but are evil incarnate on the inside. The fourth type is the malignant narcissist. Malignant narcissists are the most dangerous type. They are often sadistic, mentally unstable, and even psychopathic or sociopathic. That's where the term narcopath comes from. They may be cruel, vindictive, and manipulative. They may also be violent and aggressive. Keep in mind that most narcissists are the culmination of 2 or more types of narcissism. The malignant narcissist often only emerges once a relationship becomes mundane and they become comfortable in inflicting mental, emotional, physical pain onto their targets. As I said before, most narcissist energy vampires are also dark mages and hackers. The malignant narc will use spell work, often taught to them at a young age, to ensure their energy supply remains bound to them. They will cast domination, mirror, love, fire, heart and mind magic, destiny swapping rituals, blood rituals, so that their supply remains energetically bound to them. The fifth type of narcissist is the communal narcissist. Communal narcissists are the rarest type. They are typically very focused on helping others. They may be selfless, altruistic, and compassionate. However, they may also be manipulative and exploitive. The communal narcissist loves to bask in fake light. These are master narcissists that love to get one over on everybody else by acting like love and light in public, but then act depraved by scheming on others that they deem worthy of their own brand of what they like to call karma. These narcs are the most delusional. They like to pretend to be religious but do not even believe in God. They want to be seen in public as holy or good, and they love to use the Bible as both a weapon and a shield. But again, the irony here is they do not even truly believe in God. The funny thing is that they believe in the power of the dark arts, witchcraft, and demonology. So they love to use grimoires, like the lesser key of Solomon, to make blood or human sacrifices to whatever demon, to receive favors from these entities, to emulate spiritual gifts. The communal narc is obsessed with their public persona. They may do good deeds in public to fool the masses, but that is only to enforce the narrative of them being a light being or love and light. But if you are able to see into their mind, you will see an almost eternal darkness. They love the adrenaline rush they get when they are able to fool people. The communal narc becomes addicted to the energetic sensation they get when they are acknowledged and praised as love and light by other humans. Because behind their facade, they know all the evil acts they do behind closed doors. They are very careful to be seen in a certain light by others. If any try to tarnish that light, then they are quick to destroy or kill anyone who dare speak out about them. Be careful of the communal narc, because as rare as they are equally just as evil. These people are often involved in murder, insurance and real estate scams, kidnapping, sex trafficking, child and human trafficking, as well as organ trafficking as well. The least harmful of which is drug trafficking. The sixth and worst kind of narcissist is the polynarcissist. Polynarcissists may be overt, covert, vulnerable, malignant, or communal narcissists. They may also exhibit traits of other personality disorders such as borderline personality disorder or histrionic personality disorder. Most are bipolar. Polynarcissists can be very difficult to deal with. They may be manipulative, controlling, and abusive. They may also be very demanding and self-centered. They have a grandiose sense of self-importance. They believe that they are special or unique, and they often expect to be treated as such. They are obsessed with their own image. They are constantly thinking about how they are perceived by others, and they often spend a lot of time and money on their appearance. The poly-narcissist is very demanding. They expect others to cater to their needs and wants. They often become angry or resentful when their demands are not met. They are very critical of others. They often see others as inferior or less than themselves. And they are quick to point out their flaws. They have a very low tolerance for criticism. They like to dish it out, but they cannot take it back at all. If you encounter anyone that likes to talk smack about others when that person is not present, there you go. They're probably doing the same thing to you, to others. They are very sensitive to criticism, and they often become defensive or angry when they are criticized. If anyone makes the mistake of saying anything to offend them, even children, they will work to make sure they get their revenge. They will usually work tirelessly to destroy the object of their anger and hate. Usually, they will inflict severe trauma onto anyone who dares to oppose them, and in some situations, they will kill the person who dares speak out against them. My evil ex from my past was actually the culmination or the complete evolution of all 5 narc types, all in one person. She was not just a polynarcissist that describes a narc with 2 or more types. She was an ultra polynarcissist, energy vampire, dark mage hacker, and a complete nightmare to myself and anyone that made the mistake to give her any trust. Understand that the ultra polynarc only interacts with others to take something from them. That something can be life force energy, money, love, any emotion, power, any type of resource to later use, take, and exploit, even your very life. The ultra polynarc will seek to destroy not only you, but anyone you are connected to, so that you are isolated and alone, so that they can continue to abuse you mentally, emotionally, physically, energetically, until they decide to kill you. I share this knowledge to bring awareness for others in similar situations and to hopefully help prevent you from falling for the same traps I did. If you are dealing with a poly narcissist, please watch my other videos on how to heal and evolve, my protection and self-love video as well. Okay? Thank you so much. I love you all and know and believe that you all hold the power of the Almighty Spirit inside you. Please share and subscribe.